Okay, tour time. Let me see if I can do this whole backwards thing. So here's the property corner. Uh, North, 800, 850 feet, something like that. There's Kelly. Oh, backwards is weird. I'm pointing completely the wrong direction. Somewhere over there, oh, I think it's right there, is a transformer for our house. So we're on the property line, so 800-ish feet north, and then 310 feet west. You can see the property line here. There's some kind of stakes along the way. And if you look at the distance, you'll see that white drum that's on the neighbor's property, where there's a steel post right next to it. That's the property line. That's our other corner for this whole area here. And this goes up to Sagecrest is the road that's up there. About half of it, so it's 5.5 acres, but half of it is in that wash down where there's a whole bunch of critters live down there. There's deer down there, bunnies, badgers, all sorts of stuff. So the well house is on our property line, is on this side of our property line. The other 5 acres runs here, so it runs south to Bastion, another 800, 810 feet, 300 feet over. And it's also about 50-50, 60-40 dry land wheat, and then that wash, like I said, where the deer live. And there's an entrance to the property from Bastion over there. So a little tour of our infrastructure. We paid the PUD to trench, we paid Badger Development to trench all the way across our neighbor's property and trench all the way up to our single phase transformer and here. And so there are lines buried in the ground. You can see the stub out for the PUD right there that runs up the single phase transformer for the house, 3-phase here. Here's the junction box for the 3-phase to the well house. So 3-phase transformer, we need 3-phase because the well is so deep. The hole is about 1,150 feet. And water is at about 950 feet. And we just had to cover it. It's a little chilly out, and these deep wells tend to freeze over a little bit. So we'll have something more permanent eventually. But the well heads under here, and then power and water come into our well house. And so inside of the well house, we have the 3-phase panel from the transformer. This is a step-down transformer into a single-phase panel, so we can have lights in here. We have a wall heater in here. I'm going to put an exhaust fan in the ceiling eventually. And then the 3-phase goes here. You can see it up into the controller. This is the pump controller. And then from the pump controller, it goes down through this sine wave filter and out to the pump that's about 1,050 feet down. It will pump water here. We have a very small pressure tank. Because we went 3-phase, it's basically just going to do continuous pressure. So it will increase or decrease as it needs to, and this is just a little bit of a buffer. The water line comes up here, splits. This goes off to the south property. This goes up here around the top and over, and this goes up to us to feed our property. This is a utility conduit that goes up to the house, and then there's our water line that already exists out there next to the transformer. We have some meters to keep track of water usage. That's how we're gonna split the bill with the neighbors, wherever they happen to be. And as soon as we have water, we have these little bottles here for the Department of Health for samples to find out what needs to be done, if anything, to the water, to treat it either in the well house or most likely just water softeners to the house. There's our heater to keep everything nice and toasty in here, stuff from freezing over. And yeah, that's it. Road over here, and then down is our driveway. You've probably seen it in some of the other videos. Yeah. So that's a little tour, and hopefully We'll be adding some more soon. Thanks. Bye.